Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here. And yeah, please excuse the background noise right here because there's actually some workers like that are working on a new deck, like a new patio on our porch, like in our backyard. So yeah, I just want to let you all know, like, please excuse the background noise of the workers working on a new deck in the backyard. So yeah. But anyway, so in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a Happy Madison movie review on this Happy Madison film released in the year 2002. And it was also released by Touchstone Pictures, a former Walt Disney company. And I actually watched it on Hulu like recently, like not too long ago. I actually watched the whole thing on Hulu. And this review is going to be on The Hot Chick. The Hot Chick stars Rachel McAdams, Rob Schneider, Anna Faris, Matthew Lawrence, and of course Adam Sandler, because Adam Sandler is in the movie, but I'll get to that in a second. So in this movie, The Hot Chick is about a girl named Jessica Spencer, who is considered the most popular girl in school, and not only she's the popular girl, but she's also the meanest. However, things change for the attractive teen when things change for the teenager, when a freak accident involving a cursed pair of earrings and a chance encounter at a gas station causes her to switch bodies with a sleazy crook known as Clive. And Clive is the one who's played by Rob Schneider, and Rachel McAdams, who plays Jessica Spencer in the film. And this was actually the first movie with Rachel McAdams as well, and yeah. And of course, throughout the movie, Jessica, in the form of Clive, she basically struggles to adjust to this radical alternation, and sets out to get her own body back before the upcoming prom. And yeah. So, like I said, I watched this movie on Hulu with advertisements, which I didn't really mind the advertisements all that much. So all I did was just go on Hulu and view a movie, since I was feeling bored and couldn't really think of a movie to watch. So the first thing that came to my mind was The Hot Chick, since I haven't watched it yet until now. So excuse me, because I know some people out there didn't really like this movie all that much. Like some people didn't really like this film all that much. Obviously, because it's Rob Schneider, and there are some people who don't like Rob Schneider. But for me, I'm kind of like so-so, or probably more like solid on Rob Schneider. I mean, sure, so some of this work is pretty bad, of course. Like Norm of the North, which was pretty bad and one of the worst films of 2016. But I do like some Rob Schneider cameos in some Happy Madison Adam Sandler films, and I gotta say, when it comes to this movie, I gotta say, in my opinion, I thought The Hot Chick was good, and I thought it was also pretty funny at some parts too. I know there are some slapstick here and there, and I gotta say, when it comes to the slapstick in The Hot Chick, I laughed at a few scenes in The Hot Chick. I laughed at some of the slapstick, some not much. And that was one of my pros and cons that I have with the film. And The Hot Chick is also directed by a person known as Tom Brady. Like, not to be confused with the football player Tom Brady, because this one's actually a different Tom Brady who directed this movie. And oh yeah, and also Adam Sandler himself, who's also in the movie at some scenes. Like the couple scenes involving Adam Sandler and The Hot Chick is actually when Adam Sandler plays like a character who plays, like, bangs the drums, and of course the woman's like, stop banging those drums, or like, will you stop banging those drums? Yeah, because that's basically Adam Sandler's character, like, playing the drums. Like, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. And oh yeah, and also this was actually like two of the Happy Madison films I know Anna Faris was in, because Anna Faris was also in another Happy Madison film which later came out like years later, which was The House Bunny. The House Bunny was another Happy Madison film with Anna Faris, and of course the story was kind of like decent or so. It's basically like one of those like body switch films, like one of those like body swap films that's like Freaky Friday. And yeah, because And also, I think this movie kind of almost reminded me of the 2020 film Freaky, but of course, it's not in the horror genre. It's more like it's kind of almost like the movie Freaky Friday, like the original, because this movie came out a year before the other Freaky Friday came out, like the one with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, because it's basically how a teeny it's basically like I said, it's like one of those body swap and brain switch films where between a teenage girl and a criminal, they switch bodies. And it's basically like, and I think whenever Rob Schneider's inside Jessica's body, I gotta say, like, his humor was kind of funny here, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like whenever Clive is inside Jessica's body, and it's pretty much like Rob Schneider playing Jessica in the film. Like, I thought Rob Schneider, I thought, was pretty funny in the film. Like, he was fine, in my opinion. Cause I'm more tolerable on like some Rob Schneider films like this. And yeah, Rachel McAdams, this was actually her first movie she was in. And Rachel McAdams, I thought she did pretty good in the film. And Anna Faris was also good in the film as well. Oh yeah, and Matthew Lawrence. I actually know Matthew Lawrence was also in that Robin Williams film Mrs. Doubtfire. Like Matthew Lawrence was also in the Robin Williams film Mrs. Doubtfire. Like I said, when he was a little kid. Like, yeah, and I gotta say, Matthew Lawrence I thought was cool here. Yeah, and let's see, and like I said, Adam Sandler's scenes I thought were pretty funny. Like I said, and who else was in the film? Trying to think. Oh yeah, and also the kid that plays Booger in the film. That was actually Matt Weinberg. Matt Weinberg was in another Happy Madison film called The Benchwarmers, which is one of my favorite Happy Madison films. The Benchwarmers, and Matt Weinberg was also in the 2000 film X-Men as well, and of course he's also the voice of Little Simba in Lion King 1.5. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, the best way I can describe the hot chick is pretty much like a solid enough, like where like the right when the movie opens up, it kind of almost feels like one of those generic chick flicks, but where it kind of almost like reminds you of Mean Girls, which was another film Rachel McAdams was in. But even though Mean Girls came out 2 years later after this, and yeah, but it's pretty much almost like one of those like generic like chick flicks that came out in the early 2000s. But even though this movie came out during like the end of 2002, like Christmas of 2002, like December. And I think when it comes to Tom Brady's direction here, Tom Brady's directing efforts here, I think it's pretty. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about the directing efforts, but they're just fine, and they're just fine and all in a good way in terms of directing a film. Yeah. So overall, the hot chick was good and funny, and I'm gonna give the hot chick 3.5 out of 5 stars. So yeah, even if you hate this movie, that's perfectly fine. This is all opinion based. But if you haven't seen this movie, and if you're bored one day and can't really think of a good one of a good movie to kill some time, then I recommend checking out The Hot Chick. Yeah, because even if you want to check it out for opinion purposes and also, yeah, there you have it. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for my review on The Hot Chick, and that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.